Expedition from the Competent Communicator Manual. He's a member of the Dubai Toastmasters, obviously. He works as an IT architect with Al-Futtaim. He likes things that improve health. Interesting. When we asked, what if you had a time machine, he replied, go back in time and live a healthier life. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause to Toastmaster Piyush Patel.
If you see me running, you better run as well, because something is chasing me. That was me a few years back. Let me ask, how many of you walk? They expect everyone to raise hands. How many of you walk for exercise? How many of you run or jog? Quite a few, and for the right reasons, because running offers plenty of benefits. But on the other hand, it is injury prone. It may cause shin splints, ankle and knee and ankle pains, and also muscle pull. I learned 4 important things on my way to safe running. 1, strength. 2, shoes. Surface. Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I intend to focus only on 2 of them, strength and shoes. Let me start with strength. Strength is 25% about exercising and 75% about providing your body what it needs. When I started running, I first encountered a problem, shin splints, a lot of pain in this area. And later on I found that I was vitamin D deficient. So I started working towards vitamin D sufficiency. And what I found is the sun ultraviolet rays are the most important source of vitamin D, and at the same time cause of a dreaded disease, skin cancer. The UV index up to 3, preferably 1 and 2, is considered safe for skin, vis-a-vis anything above 3, which is considered dangerous for skin. So if you look at the hourly chart for Dubai on 3rd of December, the UV index is between 1 and 2 from 8 AM to 9 AM and 3 PM to 4 PM. And by exposing my body to UV rays during this period, I've been able to build strength, bone and muscle strength, and able to exercise painlessly. The next important strength is diaphragm strength. When we run and when we get tired, most likely it is not that our body is tired, it's because we have run out of breath. 80% of the breathing work is done by the diaphragm. And if we strengthen our diaphragm, we improve endurance. And by exercising, following breathing practices, especially pranayama for 15 minutes a day, I've been able to build that strength and improve endurance. And now I'm able to maintain proper breath while running. The second most important thing is shoes. How many of you know about different types of running shoes? Okay, compared to the people who raise their hands who run, this is probably substantially less. Let me tell you about how I chose my running shoes. I went to a friend of mine, a marathoner, and asked him, what type of shoe should I wear? And he said, go for Saucony Kimono, that's the best. This is what he suggested. After trying this for a few days, I went back to him. This is causing a lot of pain in the ankle. And he said, I can't help. You better visit runningwarehouse.com. Now this is a website where one could upload their video of running, and the experts then guide you in terms of what type of shoe you should wear and why, free of charge. After uploading the video, the next day I got the feedback. They observed a moderate amount of overpronation in my gait, and they suggested a different type of shoe, Saucony Hurricane. Now before I tell you about what pronation is all about, let me show you the video. I want you to focus on the ankle movement and the foot strike. When the foot falls on the ground, the arch elongates and the foot flattens, and that's our body's natural reaction to absorption of the shock, and that's called pronation. So to an extent it is good to have pronation, but different people have different type of pronation. The people with neutral gait, with this angle, are recommended to go with neutral shoes. The people with moderate overpronation like me are recommended to go with the support shoes. And the people with severe overpronation are recommended to go with motion control shoes. 50 to 60% of people have moderate overpronation like me, and that's why they recommended support shoes for me. The next important thing while selecting shoes is heel to toe drop. The people like me who heel strike, it is recommended to have more cushion on the heel side. So it's recommended to go with 8 mm or higher heel to toe drop, and that's what they suggested for me as well. For the people who have 4 foot strike, probably heel to toe drop is not that much essential. So if you compare the two shoes that I've been using, the first one has minimum pronation control and 4 mm heel to toe drop. Vis-a-vis this one that I've been using now, which has got 8 mm heel to toe drop and maximum pronation control, and has a support frame here which provides support for my ankle and heel. Overall, I've been enjoying running for last few months, thrice a week, and I've been running for 2 kilometers in 12 minutes, and it has been quite liberating for me. I hope you do as well, and do not find it as quixotic. Enjoy safe running. Over to you.